Hi, Jamie here. I hope this video finds you well. I wanted to make a video today about an experience I had recently that's been really weighing on my mind. I've been really torn with making this video, but I just kind of just want to get the information out there just so it's kind of done with. I know I've always talked about frequently the things that I dream about. And it's true, 95% of the things that I dream about have to do with my family and my relationships, my health, kind of these sort of things. And the other 5% of the dreams I've had since the age of 10 even, I can count, have to do with like kind of these other things that I never really understood until I met Michael Sheridan, and he really clarified a lot. Mostly aliens coming to the planet and being given a microphone, a platform to talk. The audience not wanting to hear what they say, like covering their ears whenever these aliens would talk. And then the other thing, and I never really mentioned before, but the other thing that I've dreamt about frequently, and I say frequently, but maybe 7 or 8 times, is about this group of individuals, this group of people. And they always are not to be trusted. They're frequently half robot inside. And in the dreams, I'm told, either straight out by guides or in my own intuition, like, you need to remember the time before. You've been through this with them once before. And yeah, I really never understood it. And this one in particular that I'll share with you today, it really stuck with me. I had it in 2015, and I even sent it to a friend of mine. Her name's Catherine, and actually she makes videos now. So I will link her stuff at the bottom, so check her out, my friend. So this one really stuck with me, and I knew it had to do with something. I just needed to get to the bottom of it, and that was in 2015. So in January, at the end of January, I was getting the kids and I ready to leave China. And we were going to come back to the United States without my husband, which I wasn't super thrilled with, but it felt like the right move at the time. And I was in the kitchen, and my husband said from the other room, "Oh, just so you know, the airline is not going to give you pillows, and it's not going to give you blankets because of what's going on." And I thought, oh my gosh, 14 hours with no pillows or no blankets. So I instantly thought, oh, well, I'll just bring the 3 pillows that my mom made me. And she made me these like really cute, adorable little tie-dye pillows. And instantly I remembered this dream from 2015. And so I will share it with you now. This dream, I was with a bunch of people, and with a specific friend of mine. And we were all being wrangled and herded along by these other people, a group that had deceived us and made us think that they had our best intentions at heart. But they did not. The thing is I'd been through all this with them once before, so I knew what was coming, and I knew that they were not to be trusted. At one point, we were waiting before we would have to move again, and I was in a large room, and this room was filled with jewelry. And I realized as I was sitting in this room filled with jewelry that this group of individuals had cameras on us while we were in this room filled with jewelry. A woman came in and announced that we would be moving again. And I said, "If you're moving me again, I am damn well bringing the 3 pillows that my mom made me." And she was like, "No, you cannot bring these pillows." And I'm like, "Yes, I'm bringing these pillows." And I showed her specifically like where the thread was, and that they were handmade. And she agreed that they were handmade, and that's why I was allowed to take them with me. Then we were all outside, and these people running things had given us something to cover our faces. It was to be the first battle before the Great War. The giant war that was a huge setup. Only everyone would think it was a legit war, but it was a setup. I told my friend, I've been through this once before with these people, so stay close to me. These people would be blowing up a certain area with water. Well, that's what they did last time. And in the dream, I thought, well, maybe they'll throw us off and do land this time. But then I realized in the dream they're not very creative people, so they'll probably do water again. And then, so I just told my friend, I said, put this thing on your face, it's fine, and stick close to me. And towards the end of the dream, I ran into one of these individuals that's writing things, and as per usual, he was sort of half robot, half man. I could see inside of him, and half of him was like all electronic, like robot, and then the other half of him was human. And I made small talk with him. I was like, oh yeah, I remember you from last time. And it was almost like, how's the kids? Like it was just a very friendly banter. So yeah, that was the dream. And the linking for the pillows thing was just a really interesting thing. I've actually been very forthright with my husband about things that I believe ever since I figured out September 11th, it's like everything's kind of clicked with my dreams. Everything makes more sense about what exactly I was shown over the years. And he knows how I feel, and he does not feel the same way, and that's fine. I'm not here to convince anyone. But I showed him this experience, and he said, that's confirmation bias. He's like, no way. But he also is one that's like, doesn't buy in much. Anyways, I could go off about that. That's not what this video is about. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I tend not to throw my thoughts into the mix because I'm not super confident with my thoughts yet, but I love to hear everyone else's thoughts. So I hope that was interesting to some. Yeah. All right. Take care. Talk to you soon.